Guilty Gear Tension in Godzilla, is it as big of a threat as I said it was going to be for the last few months? I built a quick list, and this is by no means the finished list. There's some cards in here that are missing that I think are really needed. I threw it together, and it's been having some surprising results. It's been doing quite well into some of the matches I've been playing. I haven't played against things like Hanj and Deku because I've been playing on the main Discord's TTS server. So I've been playing against people that want to play the characters they want to play. I'm not going to ask them to play characters I want to face against because that's not fair. They want to play the cards, I want to play the cards. So I chucked this list together under the idea of generate as much momentum as quickly as possible and then abuse that momentum. So as with any Godzilla, we're running 4 city rampages. This gives us additional speed, gives us additional damage, and says all of our checks get +2 to our attacks that have printed difficulty 5 or greater. That's all of our attacks. In terms of generator momentum, we're running Determined Advance. This has fallen off a couple of Godzilla decks, but the EX does come in handy. It cannot be reduced below printed speed or damage, which does answer the tension abilities from Roman Council, trying to reduce the damage to 3, where this is a minimum of 6. And you get to add the top card of your deck to momentum when you play it, allowing Godzilla's ability to spend momentum to get +2 to your next check to immediately be online, allowing you to keep going for these deeper strings. Determined Advance. There we go. Get momentum.
That's not fun for me.
First enhance will be +2 to my next check.
I can't believe I'm about to do this. Even though it can't be reduced below printed, I'll do that. I'll give my next thing breaker 2.
I'll pass.
Cool. I'll partial on a 9. 5, 6, 7.
Did you want
8,
to lose 1 to increase the rating?
Yes. Sorry.
Breaker 3.
Yeah, breaker 3.
On an 8. Checks a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Next game, because I can't survive.
Following on from that, I'm running Black Abyss. This gives me +1 to my next check if it deals damage. And once it hits momentum, it can give one of my attacks +1 speed, +1 damage for each copy of Black Abyss in my momentum. This could possibly come out, but I'm a big Black Abyss stan. Plus, from what I've seen of the meta, not too many people are bothered about lows at the minute. People seem to have defaulted back to worrying about highs. Black Abyss on a 5. Checks a 3, 4, 5. Respond, ready. Any responses?
No responses.
Let's flip here and get momentum.
I'll pass.
Let's flip here and draw a card.
I'll pass.
5 low for 6.
I will take 6.
Following on from that, we have Smashing Stomp. My next check to play attack is +1, and if it deals damage, I get to draw a card. This is very solid. Smashing Stomp on a 5. Checks a 5. Any response on play?
No response on play.
My next check to play an attack gets +1.
I'll set it to its original damage.
I'll get +1/+1 with Black Abyss.
I'll pass.
I will say my next check to play an attack. My next check to play an attack gets +2.
I'll pass.
I will send a 5/7.
I'll take 7.
Support from the female titan on a 6. Checks a 9. Again, following on from what I've seen of the current meta lists and what's going on, Titan's Grasp. This is a 1 mid 8 damage with throw. So this is a 1 mid 11 with Godzilla's static. And if my opponent's going to deadlock, because deadlock is no longer as much of a threat as it used to be, he gets an additional 5 damage. This having the ability to become a 1 mid 16 throw is very threatening and can put my opponents on the back foot immediately because not too many people are running throw hate. This is really strong and is a great way to get some kind of almost guaranteed damage in. I've seen a couple of people running this card in Godzilla, and I'm a big fan of throws. And I think you should always have some kind of throw hit in your deck. And if you don't, you deserve to get punished by the throws. On a 9, checks a 7, 8, 9.
Say 2,
11.
11.
2, 12. Deadlock Blitz, give it 5 damage.
I will try to change the zone.
I will say you can still face down.
Great. Two more attacks, and you won't be able to let me heal anymore. You'll see. I will pass.
2 mid for 17.
Okay, so now 5. 6 of 5. I will take
9.
half, which is 9. Yeah. Go down to 6.
Support from the female tie-in. Response after this attack resolves. If you have 1 momentum, add the top card of your deck to your momentum and draw a card. It was supposed to be Titancliff. Titancliff got banned. This gets me additional momentum and allows me to draw cards. This is very powerful. I only need to have the 1 momentum, which with turn advance and the next lot of tension cards, I'm most likely going to have, which means I get additional momentum on top of that, and I get to draw a card, which Godzilla desperately needs to do to carry on these long strings. On an 8, check 6, 7, 8, ready them back up. This is a 5 high for 8. I will pass.
I'll flip Battle for Dominance. I will go -1 speed. I'll say -1 speed.
I'll pass.
I'll also pass. Attempt on a 6. Full block.
Cool. After this resolves, I add the top card of my deck to momentum, and I draw a card. Where were you at the start of this turn? Now we move on to the tension attacks. Now, everyone I've spoken to just said that the tension attacks are mid at best, trash at worst. I'm a big fan of the ones I've picked here. We have Dust Attack, which is a free low for 5, free low for 8 in Godzilla. Tension, which allows me to clear it if it's blocked and draw an additional card, or I can save it and use it. I can also change the zone, which is very cool. But after this attack deals 5 or more damage, this card does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of the turn. So with Godzilla and City Rampage, this becomes a 9 damage attack. On a half block, it ignores progressive. And this is solid. Being able to go, not only am I bolstering my checks, but I'm making them easier to pass. Absolutely love this. Dust Attack. Any responses?
No responses.
Let's get attention.
Your enhance.
That's a response. Change this to high.
I'll go -3 speed.
-2 speed.
Basically, yeah, -2 speed. Still same thing.
I'll pass.
Okay, I'll attempt to partial on a 5. Checks the 5. Partial.
Take 5. This does not count towards progressive.
Yeah.
Wind Assault response after you play this card, your rival spends momentum. This is a meta pick. With the amount of momentum generation that currently exists, I think that Wild Assault is one that's absolutely necessary. Being able to force my opponent to spend momentum, if they've got 2 momentum, one of which is a Roman cancel, being able to go, you need to spend that momentum, and can turn off their yellow enhance, can turn off their ability to reduce my damage, and I can go, cool, here's a 5 mid for 6. Very decently statted. Wild Assault on a 6 checks the 9.
After you play it, I spend 1.
You spend 1. Yep, and I get attention. No enhance.
I will remove this from. I'm gonna. You're gonna pass. I'm gonna remove it from -1 speed.
That's fine. Yep. I'll pass.
Yep, yours. I'll just do the same thing again.
It is a 3 mid for 6.
Partial on a 6. 5, 6. I'll take 3.
And the last one is a card that we got to preview, which is Sepultura. This is a tensions. We get everyone cancel planet. 5 difficulty, 3 control, 4 high for 5. That says if you have 2 or more momentum, it gets +3 damage. So it becomes a 4 high for 11. The amount of double digits attacks this deck can pull off is absolutely solid. But I think this one is a very good attack, especially for being uncommon. I think it's absolutely solid. On a 7, checks a 9. Get attention. But this is the fun part of this. Putting this in here. So this is a 6 high for 13. In the foundations, we've got Titan Pursuit to generate momentum. We've got finally 3 to generate momentum. Using those momentum, we can use things like Fist Transformations to draw additional cards. Hostile Introduction possibly shouldn't be in here, but the ability, the chances of me adding it to momentum and spending it are very cool. And with things like Inspiring Song, Horrifying Realization, I do have ways to selectively put it in discard and burn for 1. But in all honesty, I should drop the 0 diff, and this should be something like a short-lived promotion, which turns me into a 7-hander. Inspiring Song is a 6 check. This gives my next check +1. This means I can string out a lot longer. History's Greatest Monster is an absolute beast. After you play a card with printed difficulty 5 or greater, ready this card. Absolutely solid response. That when if I play City Rampage, if I play any of my attacks, I get to ready that foundation back up, giving me more resources. Tough Skin is damage negation, which again could possibly be something else. But I do like to run a certain amount of 0 diff foundations, and seeing as only 1 has been printed this year, which is just a blank foundation, Tough Skin's a good way to go. Fast Friendship, because you do need some kind of defense in these decks, and this is very good speed reduction for what it is. Monster Aggression, Deadlock isn't as big of a threat as it used to be, but there's still some very solid Deadlock out there. Plus speed, +1 damage could be the difference between an attack hitting and an attack not hitting. And then we have our own answer to Attention, to Izuku Midoriya on the move, to basically just go flip. After your rival plays an ability that reduces the damage of your attack, its damage cannot be reduced by rival effects this turn. So this is kind of like Cool Student. That was basically when you respond after you play an attack, its damage cannot be modified. The Guardian Angel of Chinatown basically goes a bit further and says, your opponent cannot touch this attack. You, however, can increase it, decrease it, change this attack as much as you want, but your rival does not get to touch it. So your rival doesn't get to retention it down to 3. Izuku Midoriya Unleashed does not get to put it to 0. Izuku Midoriya on the move doesn't get to reduce its damage down. Reiner 1 can't touch it. Broken Psyche can't touch it. You just get to go, this attack is coming at you for its max damage, and you will have to block it or take it, which is very powerful. This again was just a quick list to throw together, and I don't think this is the final form. I would like to get a short-lived promotion in here. I would like to get more momentum generation in here. But the biggest thing is I need to be able to draw more cards. I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8 in the foundations in draw. I've got 2 from Support for Him 3 more time. And I've got 3 from Smashing Stomp if it hits. As well as I've got the 1 from the Tension if my attack's blocked. I can clear it and draw a card. But I would like to be able to just draw more. Losing Titan Cliff was a massive hit to Godzilla because you didn't get that selective mulligan anymore. If I was feeling saucy, Deus Ex Machina does allow me a partial mulligan essentially, but I'm not too sure if that's the right way to go, especially being a 2-check and I'm running so many 3-diff foundations. But what do you guys think? Is this a good skeleton? Is there anything in here you think I should be running? Hostile Introduction and Tough Skin could possibly go. I do want, like I said, short-lived promotion could possibly go in here. I think this is a great start to a Godzilla deck, but I do by no means think that this is the end or the most optimized version of it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you all at game night, where I'll once again be rocking the lizard. I'll see you there for theories, news, and more. Win, lose, or draw. I'm Brett with Universus, and have yourselves a great day.